Cyberpunk finally feels like the game it was always meant to be. Monster Hunter Wilds has one big problem I honestly didn't expect, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider holds up really well for 2026. I haven't touched Cyberpunk in quite a while. It feels completely different now in almost every way. As you guys all know, the 2.0 update brought amazing improvements into the game, along with one of the greatest expansion DLCs that we've ever had in any game in history. I recently started a new save in Cyberpunk and I'm really into it and I'm really enjoying this world even though I've had many saves in the past. A big thing that actually surprised me was DLSS and FrameGen and how well it actually works now. But I will honestly be making an entire new video just to talk about DLSS and FrameGen in the game because I think that there is just that much that could be talked about. The world feels super alive to me now. It feels so dynamic, things just kind of happen. I have a little story to share with you guys. I remember when I first started playing the game way back in launch, I would like to follow NPCs and see what would happen with them. And they would walk down the street and then they would just disappear. And then they would respawn, or, you know, a different NPC wearing different clothes would respawn further back at another sidewalk segment. And they would kind of walk this one segment and then just despawn and respawn over there. And it felt so immersion breaking. Now the NPC in the world feels a lot more alive to me. And obviously there's a lot more to the game than just NPCs walking around. As a little side note, I'm gonna go for a little sneaky sniper build. I've never really done a sniper build in the game. I've done a sneaky, you know, assassin build with a sword and throwing knives and pistols. An assault rifle build, a netrunner build, but I've never done a sniper build yet, so that is gonna be my next endeavor in this game. I'm really early on in the game right now, so I don't have too many cool little details to share, but I definitely will as I play more of the game. I recently picked up Monster Hunter Wilds after I saw the discourse around performance, especially on PC, start to really improve. Now, I played a decent amount of Monster Hunter World, and the main weapon I used there was the longsword. So I decided to switch things up in Monster Hunter Wilds just so I don't have the same type of experience. I personally love to use swords in games wherever they offer them, so I decided to go with the Greatsword. Now, switching to a new game with a new weapon type, I thought that I would have a big challenge. However, I was surprised when I started playing and I'm flying through these bosses and all these things without ever really needing to prepare. I'm not really leveling up my armor. I'm not really leveling up my weapons. Yeah, I'm getting better ones, but it's mainly just for the looks right now. And that's a little bit disappointing to me because I remember in Monster Hunter World, there was a bit more of a challenge of trying to take on those optional missions to go fight those monsters you fought before, to get that better gear, increase your stats, get more defense, get more attack. But in Monster Hunter Wilds, I just feel like it's lacking in that aspect. Another aspect of the game that I think struggles a little bit is the story. Like, I'm not one to expect a Witcher 3 level story or this beautiful cinematic story, but I feel like the story's a little bit childish in this game. I don't know what it is. I'm just not really compelled with the entire thing. All the characters don't seem to really take that big, like, impact with things that happen around you and events that happen. It's kind of like, oh, well, let's move on, keep going. Like, it just feels very strange. Like, people wouldn't react like that in a real life scenario, you know? And it just feels like very motivating, uplifting, and more meant for, like, a younger audience, I'd say. Now, that's not to say the game's bad. I'm enjoying it. You know, it's slaying big monsters. How could you not enjoy it? As long as the game's performing nicely, that's the main thing that matters to me, and the gameplay is fun. And those two things are true. I just wish it's a little bit more difficult. Now, granted, I did see that they're adding some more difficult monsters later on in the game. I'm still very early, so I'm not getting those really difficult challenges yet. But I've done a pretty good handful of monsters. I'm about 15 hours into the game now, and I've been trying to mainline the main story quest to get to those more difficult monsters, and I'm not there yet, but hoping I could get there soon and start to enjoy the game a lot more. Shadow of the Tomb Raider's graphics in 2026 are honestly mind-blowing. This game came out in 2018, and if it came out this year, I'd still think these graphics are pretty good. Could be rough around the edges, things like draw distances might not be as grand and large as you'd expect from a modern game, but overall the detail in the game is actually fantastic. Now, I started replaying the entire Survivor series of Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider and now Shadow of the Tomb Raider in anticipation of the remake of the Tomb Raider game coming this year and the upcoming Tomb Raider game that will be coming in 2027. I'm playing all these on the hardest difficulty, trying to shoot for 100% completion, getting all those collectibles, all those maps, and everything that I can get along the way. In all honesty, these games are holding me over until the release of Crimson Desert. It's less than a month away, and I'm super excited. And honestly, playing these games gave me an appreciation for not older games, but revisiting games that you've played in the past. And especially games where there's a lot of choices like Cyberpunk. Sure, there might not be a lot of narrative choices like in a game like Baldur's Gate, but you have so much gameplay variety that even though I played the game so many times, I'm able to go in with a completely different playstyle that I have never played with before. I haven't touched the Tomb Raider series since about 2020, so it's really fresh going into it as well. I used to love the Uncharted series on the PlayStation when I was younger, and I loved the Survivor series of the Tomb Raider, so I'm really enjoying replaying those, and I'm super excited for the remakes and the new game coming out as well. I would love to know what you guys are playing and if anyone will be picking up Crimson Desert down on March 19th when it comes out. I'm super excited to hear more news about it, and when we do, I will make sure to do a video about it because I am stoked for that game. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about what I could do better. I'm trying to improve these videos every single time I make one, so I would really appreciate any and all feedback. Thanks, and take care, everyone.